Hello everybody. Today we are going to discuss the different types of enthalpies of reactions presented by me. In this lecture, we are going to see the different enthalpies of a reactions. First point is that is the heat of a reaction. Heat of a reaction is also known as a enthalpy of a reaction. The definition of this heat of a reaction is that is the amount of heat is evolved or absorbed when the number of moles of reactants given in a chemical reaction are completely reacted. Okay, that amount of heat is called as heat of reaction. Again I am repeating this, that is the amount of heat is evolved. Evolved means what? Exothermic reaction. Absorbed, that is means endothermic reactions. When number of moles of reactants in a given chemical reactions are completely reacted. Now heat of reaction is denoted by delta H. For example, for the heat of a reaction, carbon, that is allotropic carbon, is a graphite one which is exists in a solid state, plus oxygen as exists as a gas, there is formation of carbon dioxide. For this reaction, the heat is evolved. Therefore, heat of a reaction delta HF is equal to a negative quantity, and that quantity is equal to what? That is minus 393.5 kilojoule per mole. Now, the enthalpy of a reaction depends upon which factors? First is physical state of reactants, second is products of the reaction, and we have the gases, liquids, solids or aqueous solutions are the states of the substances that we must known to us. That is, in other words, heat of a reaction which can be shown by delta H is equal to what? That is the enthalpy of products minus enthalpy of a reactants one. Okay. Now, as far as example is taken from this, the above example, that is carbon plus oxygen gives rise to formation of a carbon dioxide. Okay. Here what happens here? That is when 1 mole, that is 1 mole means that is the atomic weight of this carbon confirms of a its atomic weight. What is carbon's atomic weight? That is equal to 12 gram of carbon reacts with 1 mole, that is 32 gram of a oxygen. It produces what is, that is CO2, that is 1 mole of CO2, that is carbon is equal to 12, oxygen is equal to 16, 16 into 2 equal to 32, that is equal to 32 plus 12. How much it is? That is 44 gram of CO2. Then 393.5 kilojoule of heat is evolved. Okay. Now we have to see here need of and concept of the standard sets. After seeing the heat of reaction, the magnitude of delta H, that is heat of reaction, depends upon the physical states of reactants. Again I am repeating this, which are the physical state? Solid, liquid, gas and solution, and also pressure of any gas is present and the temperature at which reaction is carried out. To avoid this confusion, which is caused by the differences in reaction conditions according to the reaction environment, and to ensure uniformity of a data, the scientific community has selected specific set of conditions under which enthalpy changes are measured. Now, which are the specific set of conditions? Here, these standard conditions serve as a reference point for measuring differences in enthalpies. Much as sea level is the reference point for measuring the height of the mountain or for reporting the altitude of an aeroplane. Likewise, that the standard condition for most of the thermochemical data are tabulated are pressure is kept at as a 1 atmospheric pressure for all the gases and concentration is equal to 1 mole. For all these solutions, that is 1 mole per liter. This is the standard condition of a state. In this addition, each pure substance may be present in its standard set, which is usually its most stable form, and at a pressure which that is equal to 1 atmosphere pressure and a specified temperature. Now the question arises that what is the specified temperature? We assume that is the temperature that is equal to normal room temperature is what? That is 25 degree Celsius. That is 25 plus 273 equal to 298 for all enthalpy changes given in the text. Otherwise it is indicated. Now, enthalpies of formation measured under these conditions are called as standard enthalpies of formation. That is, which is can be denoted by delta H suffix F subscript and O for its superscript. Okay. Now, the enthalpy change for formation of 1 mole of a compound from its component element or constituent elements when the component elements are in their standard state. And one must remember the most important point is that is the standard enthalpy of a formation of any element in its most stable form is 0 according to the definition. What is quantity 0? That is standard enthalpy of formation of any element in its most stable form is a 0. Again I am repeating this. The standard conditions are concentration is equal to 1 mole, temperature is equal to 28 degrees Celsius, that is equal to 298, pressure is equal to 1 atmospheric pressure. Now we are going to see this first point, that is the standard enthalpies of a reaction. Here I am going to represent you, that is the diagrammatic representation of this standard enthalpy of a reaction. See here delta Hx less than equal to system after reaction and system before the reaction. When heat according to the standard enthalpies of a reaction. Okay. Now standard enthalpies of a reaction. The standard enthalpies of a reaction delta H can be calculated from the sum of standard enthalpies of a formation of products in bracket each multiplied by its stoichiometric coefficient minus sum of the standard enthalpies of a formation of a reactant. Here also we have to consider its stoichiometric coefficients. The products minus reactants, this is the rule. Mathematically it can be denoted in the further slide as that is. Again I am giving you the standard enthalpies of a reaction as the enthalpy of a formation is the enthalpy change that accompanies with formation of a compound from its elements. Standard enthalpy of formation, which is denoted by delta HF, F suffix O is superscript, are determined under standard conditions as a pressure of 1 atmospheric pressure for gases and for concentrations, that is 1 molar concentration specific in solutions with pure substances present in their standard state. Now we are going to explain the standard enthalpy of formation. What is meant by standard? Standard means we have to put up a 0 over a quantity of a change in enthalpy, that is called as a delta H. Here the standard enthalpy of formation is defined as the change in enthalpy that accompanies with the formation of a 1 mole of a compound from its constituent elements in their which state, that is standard state. This word must be an important one. For example, here standard enthalpy of formation of a carbon dioxide would be change in enthalpy for the following reaction as follows. We are giving here three examples. First example is carbon plus oxygen is equal to formation of carbon dioxide. Here the heat of or standard enthalpy of formation is what? Minus 393.5 kilojoule per mole. In the second example, that is a methane, that is CH4 plus 2O2 gives rise to here formation of a CO2 plus 2H2O here. Okay, the standard heat of enthalpy of formation is equal to minus 890.5 kilojoule per mole. Third example is that is the here H2 plus 1 half O2, there is formation of a H2. Standard enthalpy of formation is equal to minus 285.8 kilojoule per mole. These reactions shows that in these reactions heat is evolved. Therefore, the sign is to be a negative one. Now, here we can represent the reaction likewise, that is that is the reaction CH4 plus 2O2 gives rise to CO2 plus H2O. Actually, this reaction is of a combustion reaction is a also. This is the representation of this. This is the CH4 molecules here. There are two oxygen molecules. There is formation of this product that is equal to CO2 and here 2H2O molecules. Okay. Next point is that is the standard enthalpy of a combustion. Here I am going to represent you that is when energy is released, that is when 1 mole of a substance is burned. That is called as the enthalpy of a combustion. The definition is like that. The enthalpy change when 1 mole of a compound is completely burnt in the atmosphere of which, that is the oxygen, with all reactants and products in the standard state under standard conditions. And standard condition is what? That is 298 Kelvin temperature and 1 bar pressure. As far as example is taken here, H2 plus 1 by 2 O2, here by mistake it is seen as a 12, but it is a 1 by 2 O2 gives rise to formation of a H2O. Here standard heat of combustion is equal to minus 286 kilojoule per mole. Second example is burning of a coal. C plus O2, okay, gives rise to CO2. Standard heat of combustion is equal to minus 3935.5 kilojoule per mole. And third example is of combustion of a methane that gives rise to a formation of a CO2 with water molecules from a burning of a CH4 with the environment of an oxygen. The standard heat of combustion is equal to minus 890.5 kilojoule per mole. Now, the third point. This is a very simple point. We have seen it in a practical purpose and practical titration while carrying out in the neutralization titration. That is the standard enthalpy of a neutralization. What is mean by standard enthalpy of neutralization? The enthalpy of neutralization of an of an acid at a given temperature is defined as enthalpy change accompanying the neutralization of 1 gram of equivalent of an acid by 1 gram equivalent of a base. That is quantity of an acid which are taken is as a 1 gram equivalent while it is taken in a standard enthalpy of a neutralization in dilute solution at that temperature. Again, enthalpy of neutralization of an acid may be defined as here enthalpy change accompanying in the formation of 1 mole of a water by a reaction between 1 gram equivalent of an acid and 1 gram equivalent of a base in a dilute solutions also. Okay, this is the second definition. That is the neutralization of a hydrochloric acid, that is HCl, by sodium hydroxide in dilute solution at 25 degrees Celsius. It is represented by the equation that is HCl plus NaOH gives rise to a what? That is NaCl plus H2. Acid plus base gives rise to a salt plus water. Here delta H is equal to what? Minus 57.32 kilojoule per mole. Thus, the enthalpy of neutralization of hydrochloric acid by a sodium hydroxide at 298 Kelvin is equal to minus 57.32 kilojoule. Next point. Similarly, enthalpy change accompanying neutralization of 1 gram equivalent of a base by an acid in a dilute solution at a given temperature is also known as enthalpy of a neutralization. This definition is in the concern of a base. Okay. Now, in the above example, the enthalpy of neutralization of sodium hydroxide with hydrochloric acid is also a 57.32 kilojoule per mole at 298 Kelvin. Here, the neutralization of hydrochloric acid by sodium hydroxide in dilute solution when the acid, alkali and salt are formed completely dissociated as to be represented as that is in dissociative format here. What I am going to form here, that is H plus Cl minus in aqueous solutions is what? Na plus OH minus gives rise to Na plus Cl minus plus formation of a water molecule. Or in the other sense, it can be represented as H plus OH minus gives rise to formation of a H2. Neutralization of strong acid and strong base involves the combination of H plus and OH minus ions to form a unionized water. Therefore, it is to be expected that, what I am expected that here, that is the enthalpy of neutralization of every strong acid by every strong base should be the same, and this is largely evident from the following data. Here in this table, we are going to express the number of acids, alkalis and enthalpy of the neutralization one here. What are their quantities here? First is HCl and NaOH. The quantity is equal to 50 minus 57.32 kilojoule per mole. For HCl and KOH minus 57.45 kilojoule per mole, and HNO3 and NaOH, there is formation of minus 57.28. You have to keep in mind in the point of a MCQ. Okay. Now, the second point is that is the enthalpy of a solution or a heat of a solution. This definition is also similar to other definition. That is, when a solute in the sequence of a 1 mole is dissolved in a solvent, at that time heat is either evolved or absorbed. The enthalpy of solution here may be defined as the amount of heat is released or absorbed when a specified amount of a solute, that can be considered as a which mole? 1 mole, is dissolved in certain quantity of a solvent, but which does not produce any more heat change at constant pressure. This is the diagrammatic representation for the enthalpy of a solution. You can see this here, that is enthalpy of a solutions here. Now, the another next term is going to express you, that is the integral and differential enthalpy of a solution. The definition of these two are the same, but only difference is that in first integral enthalpy there is a preparation of a solution by dissolution, and in a differential enthalpy we have to dilute the solution. Dissolve and dilute, that quantity must be a different one. When we have to dissolve the solid compound, that at that time we have to use the word dissolve, okay, to a particular concentration. But when we have to use the liquid compounds, we have to dilute the solutions one. The definitions are as follows here. The enthalpy change per unit mole of a solute varies with the concentration of a solution, or it may be in other words represented as change in enthalpy with reference to concentration of a solution, in explains in terms of enthalpy of a integral enthalpy of a solution. The definition of integral enthalpy of a solution is that is, it is the enthalpy change when 1 mole of a solute is dissolved to give the solution of a particular concentration. While I am stating you, that is here 1 mole of a solute is going to be a dissolved to get a particular solution. That is called as an integral enthalpy of a solution. As far as example taken is here, when 1 mole of KCl is dissolved in how much moles of a water? That is 1 mole of KCl here dissolves in 200 moles of water. Here heat is absorbed by the system, means enthalpy change is what? Positive one. That is, it is 18.59 kilojoule per mole. Which concentration? At 200 moles of water at this concentration. The reaction is like this here. KCl plus 200 moles of water gives rise to KCl 200 moles of water, while delta H is equal to plus 18.59 kilojoule per mole. Similarly, when we consider the liquid compound like ASCl. The definition will be as when 1 mole of HCl gas is dissolved in 50 moles of water, here heat is evolved. Means enthalpy change in 50 moles of a water is to be a which reaction? That is a exothermic reaction. Therefore, the delta H value is to be a negative 1, that is known as a integral enthalpy of a solution is equal to minus 73.25. Okay. Now, the reaction for this is here instead of KCl, here we are going to use here HCl as HCl plus 50 moles of H2O. There is formation of a HCl 50 H2O. Again we use KCl also salt here. KCl plus 50 moles of a water, here formation of 50 moles of water in a KCl solution. Okay. Now the differential enthalpy of a solution. In the previous slide, we have to use here the integral enthalpy of a solution. But in the next slide, we are going to explain the differential enthalpy of a solution. What is the definition? It is the enthalpy change when 1 mole of a solute is dissolved in which volume of solution? That is the large volume of a solution at particular concentration here. Okay, that is when 1 mole of a KCl is dissolved in 100 moles of water, that is 100 moles of water means 100 into molecular weight of water is what? That is equal to 18, that is equal to 1800 moles of water. Here volume of solution is taken is equal to 200 ml and the amount of solute is taken is equal to 1 or more mole. In this way, heat or enthalpy change produced is known as differential enthalpy of a solution of a KCl, and solution is already given at the concentration. Now, the integral enthalpy of a solution, here again we are going to express here in this way, that is in explaining way with the take of a example. Here the next point is that is the integral enthalpy of a dilution. In previous slide we have seen that integral enthalpy of a solution. Here the point is different, that is integral enthalpy of a dilution. It is the change in enthalpy resulting from a change in concentration by a dilution of a solution containing 1 mole of a solute. That is, first we have to prepare the 1 mole of a solute in a particular solution, then we have to dilute this solution. For example, HCl plus 5H2O, there is formation of HCl is dissolved in which quantity of solution? That is 5 moles of a solutions. Here heat is given out. Therefore, delta H is equal to what? Minus 64.27 kilojoule per mole. In this next reaction, we have to carry out the dissolution, dilution of a HCl, that is a liquid one, in a 50 moles of a water. There is formation of HCl solution with 50 moles of a water. At that time, integral enthalpy is equal to what? Here minus 73.26 kilojoule per mole. Now we have to subtract equation 1 from equation 2. We get HCl with 5 moles of water plus 45 moles of water gives rise to HCl of a 50 moles of a water, and this reaction of a integral enthalpy of a dilution, that is equal to minus 8.99 kilojoule per mole. Thus, above equation gives integral enthalpy of dilution when HCl 5 moles of water is diluted by again addition of a 45 moles of a water to becomes a 50 moles of a water. Now, we have to explain here. Here, integral enthalpy change at infinite. Infinite means organic. When large volume or large amount of a solvent is used for dilution in such a way that is though no further change in enthalpy can be occur, that heat change is called as integral enthalpy change at infinite dilution. The equation is like that is HCl when it is diluted in aqueous solution, therefore it is here not giving the volume here or quantity of a volume, the formation of a aqueous HCl solution. That time here delta H, that is integral enthalpy at infinite dilution, is equal to minus 75.14 kilojoule per mole. And the last point is about differential enthalpy of a dilution. It is the heat change resulting from the addition of a 1 mole of a solvent to a large volume of a solution of specified concentration such that there is no appreciable change in concentration. Okay, what is the definition here? Again I am repeating this, that it is the heat change resulting from the addition of a 1 mole of a solvent, that is 1 mole of a solvent, to a large volume of a solution of a specified concentration. That is, you have to maintain the concentration first is specified one, then you have to add the addition of a solvent in order to no change in their concentration. Okay, that enthalpy is called as differential enthalpy of a dilution. In this way, we have completed here different types of enthalpies in detail. If you have problem, please ask me on group. This is the lecture on these different types of the enthalpies of a reactions. Okay, the next point will be the the next point will be the bond energy and the bond dissociation energy. Thank you.